Monday.
A vision in knit today.
Thank you.
It's a
yes,
knit, a knit kind
I've
of
got
day.
the
Very
height to pull off
attractive.
the
You do,
knit.
and you have the
Thank you.
stature. And you have a nice weekend?
I did. It was
Yeah.
nice. It was quiet. As I was telling the audience, I did absolutely nothing towards my Christmas shopping.
Well, I know that's rare for you and Bernie to do very little on the weekend. You have a kind of a very active... No, I didn't mean that. I'm just talking about a social love.
Yeah,
It's a bad
usually we
audience
dress up
here.
like the Cirque du Soleil and...
Yes, and...
Well, I don't want to get into it, you know.
Yes, and juggle. Yeah, you do those.
We're
anyway.
crazy.
Good to see you.
I'm just saying water skis. No, we did have a quiet weekend, but everybody... Everybody's just, you know, all my friends are, all of my Christmas shopping's done.
Yeah, and of course now
And you just want to pinch them or something.
the Christmas party season's coming
Yes.
up soon. Next week or so, there's tons of parties and...
Yeah, that's our makeover today.
Yeah.
Somebody's getting all ready for a Christmas staff party. And I was talking about that on Beauty Bites because do you find that just whenever somebody goes to an office Christmas party, they just lose it. And always get like really drunk and start photocopying them, you know, private parts or something and faxing them. Like, they blow their whole career in one night. It's, you know.
Yeah.
What about any stories from?
Well, I have one rule that I live by at Christmas office parties based on experience. That never, after a few glasses of punch, strip down to your boxer shorts, go up to the female VP and ask her if she's ever been with a real man. I find that that's a good rule
that's a good rule to live by.
Yeah. And if she happens to
had she?
Yes, she had, and I was looking for work the next day.
Oh, boy. You know, you can tell our producer isn't here today, can't you? Well, it's Monday. We're just trying, you know, the weather's a little bit bleak, so we thought we'd start. We have a great show, too. You won't believe this. We're about to talk to her in a moment, but Carole Pope is on the show.
Yes.
I've been a huge fan of hers since High School Confidential and Rough Trade, so anxious to speak with her.
Of course, it's makeover Monday, as you said.
It is.
So
and,
the loneliest day of the week.
Yeah, and Beauty Bites. Yeah. Well, you know, we leave that alone. Yeah. And also, Philip Adsets is here from the Dufferin Games room with the top 10 games for the Christmas season.
So we're going to play today.
We are. Should we enjoy that? Shall we get going?
Let's go.
All right. Well, as I mentioned, we'll hear about and meet a woman who is truly one of Canada's music pioneers.
Now, her latest CD, called Radiate, hits the stores this week, and you can catch her in concert next month at the Buddies in Bad Time Theatre.
Please, let's give a warm welcome to Carole Pope.
Yeah. Carole. Carole.
How are you?
Welcome to the show. Yeah, have a seat. Great to see you. It's been a long time. I used to see you once in a while. I think we lived in the same neighborhood years and years ago, but...
40, 50 years ago,
I was not going to say that, Carole, but
you know what's
it was a while.
You know what's funny? I was just reading something on you, Carole, and somebody asked you your age because we're speaking about that, and you said, "I'm however old Alana Miles says she is." Yeah. So you're however old Robin and Alana says they are, right? We leave it
Whatever.
At a certain point, it matters less and less, I find. Do you?
Yeah.
No, you haven't reached that age yet.
Oh no, you know it's still in my 20s. Yeah. Well, American, 31 Canadian. Now, Carole, you're living in LA. When did you move down to Los Angeles?
6 years ago. And I don't know. I'm not living there anymore. I don't know what I'm doing at the moment.
Oh, you just no fixed address.
Yeah, I'm in transit.
Okay.
Do you have an actual house with possessions, though? Do you have any place that you sort of call home, or are you on the road and in hotels a lot?
I'm just, I'm nowhere, really.
Because this couch is available.
Yeah. Thank you.
You can move in. It's and the
You're welcome to stay.
Nobody's here at night. You know, it's great.
Okay, I'll live here. I'll live on this set.
Well, everybody was writing that there was a big change in you when you moved to LA. You became more of an environmentalist, and your stage show wasn't the same crazy frenzy that we saw in the 70s and 80s. Did California change you or influence you in any way?
Yes, because while I was there, the riots happened. I was in the big quake, got mugged. But I did get into nature because it's so, you know, like in 20 minutes you can be in some amazing place hiking so I really, really was into exploring California. I love California, and I think ultimately I want to live there, but I'm not sure where. I love San Francisco.
Oh yeah, the north is beautiful.
And of course, for your fans, certainly of you and of Rough Trade, you're the ultimate kind of urban being. So this must be a little bit of a shock that you've gone sort of country and. Well, I don't mean country music, but country in the sense of...
No, I certainly just appreciate nature more. Because, you know, in Toronto, I mean, it's so hard to get, you have to drive such a long time to get to anything.
There's ravines.
Ravines and imagination.
I know, exactly.
Radiate is your first solo CD, which surprised me somewhat, but I guess the rest had been with Rough Trade, and of course, you're a big songwriter for a lot of television, film, and other singers. Was it different doing a solo venture? Did you have more creative control, or did you enjoy the freedom?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I did this very quickly with musicians that I work with in Los Angeles, and yeah, it was great. It was great.
I think we have a clip actually today. This is from Kiss the Ground from Radiate, Carole Pope's debut solo CD. Let's take a look.
That shot?
Let me think.
Yeah.
British Columbia. I don't know. Some water somewhere.
Beautiful.
And Kiss the Ground would be, is that one of the songs where you're getting in touch with nature? Or?
Well, it's kind
I'm
of...
guessing.
It's kind of like about the rape of the environment.
And you're addressing those. So what are some of the other songs about on the CD?
Let me see what's on here.
This is your CD.
Oh, Love Strikes Hard.
Gee,
I guess that's a love song, a bitter love song. Turn Into Yourself is, oh, I don't know, just about finding yourself. It's so hard to like describe, you know.
You just want to sing.
I just want to sing.
Well, what about, speaking of bitter, what about Quiet Please? There's a bitter, petulant diva on stage.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Buddy and Bad Times Theatre, December 15th, 16th, and 17th, I believe. NAFTA Cabaret presents this.
Yes.
What's that about?
That is me and Mary Margaret O'Hara, Sookian Lee, Diane Flax, Elvira Kurt, and Erin McMurtry, kind of exploring the delusional world of the diva.
We know all about that on this set, actually.
Well,
Yeah,
they work with me, so.
I'm sure you do. I don't know, it's really going to be a theater piece, and I don't know, it's going to be out there, that's all I can say.
Is that your
People
greatest love?
expect out there.
Being out on the stage, doing a stage show rather than recording or doing...
Well, this is the first time this is pretty theatrical for me, so...
Well, I know you've got a Second City background. You had some training at Second City for comedy.
Yeah.
Do you like doing comedy? Do you see yourself as a funny kind of person?
Yeah, I mean, I tend to ad-lib a lot, and this is going to be a lot of ad-libbing. Absolutely. I mean, I've always had a sense of humor about what I do, so... I mean, I think you have to in order to survive.
Well, that was always there very much in your music. I used to love it for that reason. I mean, it's quite satirical from time to time.
Yeah, so absolutely. I mean,
You said these were the cruel 90s, so people kind of like to relive the outrage of the 70s and 80s, and that if you're way out there, that's exactly the kind of stage performance we need right now.
yeah, I mean, this is pure escapism, and I don't know, it's certainly part of the delusional lifestyle that we all live.
That we all
divas.
embrace, that we all love.
Yes,
I'm used to.
exactly.
What is your definition of a diva? Are you Carole Pope a diva?
Well, I think the word comes from a male or female god. It's kind of a divinity. Like, you know, you think you're divine and you think you should be worshipped, and
that's reflected in your work and in your personal life.
yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with this so far.
We don't have a problem
Who
with
does?
We've got 872-2222, by the way, if you want tickets to see Quiet Please. There's a bitter, petulant diva on stage. Carole Pope and friends. Again, that's December 15th through 17th, and huge pleasure to have you on the show. Been a big fan of yours for years.
Thank you very much.
Carole Pope, everyone. And the CD, again, is called Radiate, and it's available out in the stores on Thursday, I believe. Marcy Lippman is one of many fashion designers who is adding a different line of accessories to her business.
Marcy Lippman has dressed you up for a number of years, and now she's ready to do the same for your home. And according to Marcy, the furniture business seems to be a natural crossover for fashion designers.
I spent about a year and a half sitting in my friend's little shop in the country, surrounded by their beautiful furniture. And I know that there are people in the city who would die to have this furniture in their homes in the city. So after much negotiation back and forth, we figured out a way that we could make this furniture and sell this furniture here in the city in Toronto.
The furniture is solid pine, but it's the design and finish that makes this line a little different from the rest.
I traveled around Toronto and did a lot of research to see what was available, and I'll tell you there was nothing that looked as beautiful as the finishes that this furniture has. So it's like art itself. Each piece of furniture is like a piece of art.
Prices for the furniture start at around the $200 mark and go up to about $4,000. Custom work and finishes are also available.
Sort of like a trip back into a beautiful old antique store, but it's new. It's not old.
Marcy Lippman at Home is located at 231 Avenue Road, which is adjacent to her clothing shop. For more information, you can call 416-586-9970.
I like to check out. Marcy Lippman's such a talented designer.
I
Now.
love those T-shirts
Tables
too.
by her.
Yes, she's doing everything now.
Exactly.
Cars.
A lot of designers
Marcy
do
Lippman
that.
cars. It's interesting.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Hey, we're gonna knock them off their socks coming up. Not now, but coming up with our makeover. And Beauty Bites, as I mentioned earlier, conquers the Christmas party circuit. All this and much more when I'm Toronto continues in just a few minutes.
Hi, I'm Belinda. Coming up, an old method of preserving flowers.
Eye on Toronto is brought to you in part by the Toronto Star. Best Buy by far.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Everyone's asleep.
Shh, I know how to wake them up. Come on.
Mr. Mom. How you doing?
Happy holidays from Folgers.
I can't sleep. It's my cold.
Vicks VapoRub's not just for nasal congestion. It helps breathing, calms coughing, and soothes aching muscles. Vicks VapoRub for aching, breathing, and coughing.
The magic continues at Cullen Gardens and Miniature Village, featuring the Festival of Lights. There is something for the whole family, especially the kids. The wonderful miniature Santa Claus parade, the fabulous Nutcracker Castle, or the giant snowman. Keep the family tradition alive with a visit to Cullen Gardens and Miniature Village. Festival of Lights in Whitby. Start your own family tradition.
It's Milton Bradley's original memory game.
You match all the cards, Frog. Frog, I get to match.
Milton Bradley Memory Games.
It's coming. Business Depot, Canada's largest office products superstore. Don't miss Business Depot's Super Door Crasher specials. Very grand opening this Saturday, December 2nd at 9 a.m.
What are you giving yourself for the holidays?
10 extra pounds!
A big butt!
Whoa, it's Bear Tire with love handles!
Here's a gift you should open right now. Valley Total Fitness has the best offer of the year for the holidays. Your absolute last chance to join for less than $30 a month. Plus, we'll even give you a free one-year membership for a friend, but only if you join now.
A double chin?
Find out how you can get our best price plus a one-year gift membership. Call Valley Total Fitness now at 1-800-FITNESS.
We're talking Christmas parties, and of course, since I thought there were the 12 days of Christmas, I would write up the 12 things not to do at a staff Christmas party. So you have to listen up to this very carefully this time of year. Don't put your hand on any leg unless it's the turkey's. You know, I'm just saying Robin. And don't be fooled by that cheesy office sleaze guy who comes around with that little thing of parsley saying, "You're under the mistletoe." What are we, idiots? You know, you need real mistletoe. We don't fall for that. Don't amuse your coworkers by putting straws up your nose or tinsel in your teeth. Only Jim Carrey gets a raise by doing that at an office Christmas party. And do not attend the Christmas party if it's being videotaped. You know what I'm saying? Because after a night of punch, you could wind up on hard copy or Cops. Or Eye on Toronto, for gosh sakes. And don't hire anyone from the Seven Lords of Leaping Stripogram. That's a good, thing to keep in mind. Don't bob for shrimp in the eggnog when your boss is looking. You got that nutmeg mustache all night. Don't go up to any woman at the office and say, "Hey, baby, nice ornaments. Can I turn them on?" No. In fact, you know what? Don't drink and talk. You'll end up saying to your boss, "Oh, Merry Christmas. I see you brought your mother tonight." You know it's his wife. So that's not good. Your outfit's probably going to be really so tight from last year, so don't overdo it with the cheese balls and the sausage rolls, and please stay away from the Christmas tarts, especially if your wife's at the party with you, if you know what I'm saying, but opa! Don't smoke, because with all the hairspray and polyester in the room, the place will blow up like it's a very die-hard Christmas, if you know what I'm saying. And if any guy in a red suit other than Santa asks if you're naughty or nice, tell him jingle this, okay, big guy? And last but not least, please don't give anyone a Christmas goose. A gift certificate is always better. That's Beauty Bites. I'm Carla Collins. Okay, now for the real stuff. This week's makeover candidate is Kim Michaud. Now, Kim wrote to us because the bank she works for is having a special Christmas party, and Kim wanted to get a knockout look for the occasion. Really, who doesn't at that time of year? Our makeover team went with Kim to Baldani Shop at Bayview Village Shopping Center, and Dominic Baldani showed Kim some of the designer dresses that he has in his store for that special After 5 look. Kim had a large selection to choose from and had a tough time making a final decision. Let's see what she picked. All right, look at her, woo! Kim Michaud, you look like $1 million American. Come on down. Have a seat. That is a gorgeous outfit. What do you think, is this knockout? Yeah, this is knockout. Look, it's so pretty with the buttons and the lace. It's very feminine and very elegant. And I think you're going to stand out. None of those things I was talking about in Beauty Bites will happen to you at the party. Now, what bank do you work for, Kim?
For the CIBC.
CIBC, great. What do you do there?
I'm the customer service manager.
Oh, wonderful. So, very busy lady. And
yes.
So, now the bank is really almost your typical day job, right?
Typical.
You've got the business suits on during the day, so it's kind of different for them to see you fancy schmancy and all Gigi at a party.
Yes, I'm sure. There's quite a few people that'll be watching today that...
Really? They're going to be knocked out? Now, is your husband coming with you to the party?
Yes.
And you brought a friend here on the show today. What's her name?
Beverly.
And what does Beverly think? Because you always can ask the girlfriend what she thinks of the look.
She loves it.
Beverly was jealous. Yeah. Beverly was knocked out. Wants to borrow the outfit when you're done.
Yes.
Well, let's see who was responsible for your new look.
Okay.
Shall I start with hair? Okay, come on out. Who was responsible for hair? This is our buddy Anthony. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Good. Gorgeous. Nice to have you on the show again. So you're going to tell us what you did. I mean, Kim is a beautiful woman. That's obvious. I don't need to tell you that.
Yes.
But I notice that we went for a little bit of height.
Yeah.
I see more height with the hair and more glamorous.
Well, what I noticed when she came over to Capelli, the things I look at her, because she had a lot hair in the back, it elongated her face. So what I want to do eventually to let this grow longer, to diminish the length of the whole thing, particularly the front. Eliminating this, Laura put some color in it. We changed the color from blonde into the red, and we put some highlight in the front to emphasize her color.
Oh, so you've got a little bit more red.
Yes.
Do redheads have more fun?
Yes, I do.
Well, actually,
yes, I'm going to have to keep in mind. I could change tomorrow. You don't know.
Well, actually, it's a color that's coming into the season, so that's why we try to create a bit of warmth into her looks and everything else, and to emphasize, we put the highlight in the front. But eventually, I want to let this hair to grow a little more. The only thing I could do here was take the weight in the back and emphasize it here in the back, with the looks much sharper.
It does.
So, and it's easier for her in the morning when she get up. This is the type of haircut that she can wash, towel dry, and go and run.
Yeah, sure, but all hairdressers say that.
Yeah.
Oh, just do this with your hands.
Yeah.
No, but it's true. You can just...
Yeah, but when hairdressers do that, it's art.
You see? You can mess it.
Kim, the entire audience will be taking the opportunity to do that at the end of the show. Just so we can test it. Thanks. Well, it looks beautiful, Anthony.
Thank you.
Let's talk makeup now. Irene, do you want to come out here? Please welcome Irene to the show. You look beautiful today. Thank you. Now, again, you have this beautiful warm skin tone that you're working with, and she has beautiful skin. Tell us what you did to make her up for the party.
Well, what I did was emphasize her eyes. She's got gorgeous eyes. And for evening, we went a little heavier with her makeup.
Right.
Normally, during the day, because she works in a bank, she doesn't also have enough time to do all this in the morning, and the daytime look is a little bit softer.
Sure.
So she could wear one color on the eye and not so drastic on the lips. But for evening, you want to just put something on.
You can punch it both, can you?
That's right. The lights are dark. You need something that really shows. And she's got a great face for it.
It looks beautiful.
Yeah.
And the glamorous look is back, which is really nice too.
Foggy colors, really smoky colors, and it's all back.
It's just beautiful. Okay, we have our last contestant. Come on out from the soundproof booth. Dominic is here from Baldani, of course. Hi, Dominic.
Hi,
pleasure to meet you. And you are responsible for, we've all been oohing and eyeing over this gorgeous outfit. Maybe you can give us some details on it, or why you chose that in particular for Kim's party.
Well, she came in for the for Christmas party, and she tried a few on, and she felt very uncomfortable in this one here. By the way, this is designed by Christian Lacroix, which is just beautiful. She has, the height and the body she could wear it, and I thought it looked really beautiful.
It does. It's just exquisite.
Yes,
and you know what? It's a little bit sexy and a little bit elegant. And can I touch it?
Yes,
you can tell it's Christian.
It's just gorgeous. It's beautiful. She looks very pretty in it.
And obviously, you can never go wrong in black when you're talking about it, right? And you're comfortable in it, too.
Yeah.
Perfect. Well, you guys just did a bang-up job. It's just beautiful. And I just want to know, are we all invited to this Christmas party camp? Sure. Perfect, because you know, you've never lived till Vern has crashed one of your Christmas parties. Thanks so much, everybody, for this. I think we could do a before and after shot right about this time. We're going to see Kim before. You know, we're talking the daytime look, and it's every other day. A beautiful woman, but after, va-boom! Just gorgeous. Yeah, I like the hair better. Thanks so much, Kim. You know, Kim gets to keep her outfit from Baldani. She also gets a gift bag of hair and beauty products from Capelli Hair and Esthetics. As Anthony told us, she can do her own look at home. And as will a lucky member of our studio audience. Now, if you'd like to be a part of our new Monday makeover with the whole shebang, the outfit, the makeup, the hair, just write to us here on Eye on Toronto and write to us telling us why, especially if you have a special occasion coming up. Send your letter and send a photo of yourself to EOT Makeover, P.O. Box 898, Station O, Toronto, M4A 2N4. All right, do you notice the microphone I have today? I'm like a lounge lizard. Hey, I get no kick from champagne. I just want to show you the behind the scenes here. I never know what to do with all the roses my fiance gives me. You know, he did give me some yesterday. It's that post-fight thing. So many flowers, so little time. Well, EOT's Belinda Hansen says a little preservation is in order. Take a look.
Whenever the holidays roll around, designer Anne Cabin revels in imaginative ways to greet the season. And right now, she's going to show me an old way of preserving flowers.
Yes, Belinda. Women back then did not have the products that we have today to maintain moisture in their flower arrangements. Therefore, they did come up with their own method of preserving the flowers, and I'm going to show you that today, and it's called waxing flowers. You can pick whatever flowers you would like, either from your garden or from the florist, or you can use dried flowers to give them a porcelain dewy look. Simply dip them in the wax.
You just put that in like that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. The color even changed.
Yeah, certain flowers will change color as the wax and the heat hits them. Either way, it's still very effective when you put it together in your arrangement. The wax is a paraffin wax that you're using, and you're just heating it in a can of some sort on the stove in some hot water.
So what do you do when you're finished dipping? Where do you put it?
Right now, we're going to place it on wax paper. Now, a lot of them can be laid on wax paper. Any of the thicker flower heads that won't collapse. This is called gilding, and you'll just take a can of gold spray paint, spray it on a paper towel, and you might want to wear gloves for this, Belinda, because if you do get it on your fingers, it does come off eventually, but you'll have gold nail polish for the holidays. Then just wipe it on the edges of your, waxed flower. You can pick anything, your ivies or your rose,
and it does really pretty.
Create a gold tinge. So it's not a solid gold like spraying it on, it's just wiped on, and it'll just create a soft gold effect. And these are some wonderful examples of what you can create with your wax flowers.
That's great. So when are your classes?
They're every Wednesday night in November at 7 o'clock, and it's BYOC, bring your own chair.
For more information, you can contact Anne Cabin at 519-833-2117.
A little shellac, and you can keep the flowers forever.
I've shellacked many a corsage.
Yeah, I have a sure he did. I have a friend that's done that with old boyfriends. That's the interesting thing, you know. All your life you have them. They're well preserved. It's quiz time. The first caller with the correct answer to today's question will win an Oil of Olay bath set, which includes a terry bathrobe, skincare products from their new bath line. And here's the question, entertainment trivia.
Okay, Martin Scorsese's film Casino opened last week. Can you name 2 of its stars?
If you know the answer, call us, 872-9000. Don't go away. We'll be right back to talk to our winner.
Obviously, giving up showers is not an option, but I'll do whatever it takes to keep my skin's moisture from going down the drain. Now I can get light Olay moisture in a new Oil of Olay bath bar. And get this, Olay holds more moisture in your skin than the leading beauty bar, so my skin feels soft, smooth, wonderfully young. Suddenly, showers have a whole new meaning.
Discover a better way to hold on to your skin's moisture with new Oil of Olay Bath Bar for a lifetime of beautiful skin.
My pie pastry's got to be light and flaky to satisfy my family.
Carole Chokley, professional baker.
My secret, Crisco shortening. Crisco makes pastry light and flaky. It even guides you step by step with really easy baking tips. Here's my Crisco favorite. Roll the dough over wax paper. It's easier to handle, and less handling helps Crisco pastry bake up light and flaky. And Crisco is all vegetable, 100%.
Delicious. Cooks who know. Trust Crisco.
Hey, have you seen what's new with Habitrail? Come with me for a hamster's eye view of my favorite habitat system. Here we go. Slides, trails, fun in a hideaway cube. I need to refuel. There's so much more to see. Life's an adventure. Habitrail, where the system keeps growing, but the fun never stops.
What are you giving yourself for the holidays?
10 extra pounds!
A big butt!
Whoa, it's spare tire with love handles!
Here's a gift you should open right now. Valley Total Fitness has the best offer of the year for the holidays. Your absolute last chance to join for less than $30 a month. Plus, we'll even give you a free one-year membership for a friend, but only if you join now.
A double chin?
Find out how you can get our best price plus a one-year gift membership. Call Valley Total Fitness now at 1-800-FITNESS.
Ah, Buster's birthday party. 50 hamburgers shaped like squirrels, ice cream dog bones for dessert, a couple of fights, a cat chase, my sofa confused for a fire hydrant, and when the party's over, my Bissell little green clean machine, the handheld miracle worker that quickly lifts out carpet and upholstery stains. Life's messy. Clean it up.
All right, we're back. And we're speaking with Megan King from High Park. Hi, Megan.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Just fine.
How was your weekend?
Oh, very nice.
Can you give Robin and I some highlights?
Not really.
Do you recall?
Oh, see, Megan had a good weekend.
Do you recall the weekend at all, Megan?
Yes, I do.
All right, we have a question for you. Can you name, I know he's so bad, can you name two of the stars from the movie Casino?
Sharon Stone and Robert De Niro.
You got it.
Yes,
you win.
Congratulations. Now, Megan, are you still there? Have you seen this movie? Oh, she's gone. Okay, Shelley said she's gone. Boy, we don't waste any time here on I. You won!
You won. Out.
Click.
Gone. Yep.
You've won a gift set from Oil of Olay, a beautiful terry robe, and a variety of their new line of bath products. And our audience got a bottle of Ici, the hot new fragrance from Coty. Now, Robin, you know that in French, Ici means here, and the people at Coty say you're supposed to dab it where you want to be kissed. 3 words,
well,
let it go.
You know, the winner of this is going to dab it where he
Robin,
wants to be kissed.
who's the
Harry
winner?
Orbach is the winner. Harry, yeah. I know that, Harry.
Just give the winner.
Harry will dab it right on his cheek.
Yes,
I know,
and Sonia will give him a kiss.
Okay, we're also giving away a gift basket from OXO filled with cooking products, a decorator tin, and a collection of favorite family recipes, a copy of Carole Pope's first solo album, Radiate, several games courtesy of the Dufferin Game Room store, double passes to the unique and cheap Christmas show and sale this Sunday at the St. Lawrence Market, North. That's the North Market.
I thought that was a garage sale outside of your place.
That's later in the week. We'll draw for all these wonderful prizes at the end of the show today. Congratulations.
Okay, you don't want to miss this. It all began 12 years ago when the couple that we're about to meet started barbecuing pigs for neighborhood parties.
Whoa.
You know, they're wacky. It was a potluck. Now it has become a thriving catering business that takes them all over Ontario. I'm not kidding.
After being in the pig farming industry for over a decade, Janet and Brian Horner decided to try something different. They had the pigs, so why not get into the catering business? Their specialty? Pig roasts. They can travel just about anywhere in the province with their one-of-a-kind portable barbecue and kitchen trailer. When Janet and Brian Horner take their pigs out on the town, they make quite an impression.
This is my first pig roast, and this is great.
Never been to a pig roast before in my life. I love it.
Pigs are very versatile, and I know that may seem strange to a lot of people, but you can do so many things with a pig. We do a lot of corporate functions and open houses and weddings.
And according to Brian, pork has become a popular meat in recent years.
Pork is a very nutritional meat today. the genetics in pork in the last 15, or improvement in genetics in pork in the last 10 to 15 years is phenomenal. In fact, there are a lot of cases today where pork is leaner than the other white meat that's on the market. And I know there's a lot of people out there today that say, oh, I don't like pork, but people have to know how to cook pork, and I think that's as important as the product you're eating.
Probably been to about a half a dozen in my life, and I think they're great. You know, get everybody together. Pork on the barbecue, fantastic. It really is.
Brian and Janet's catering business can accommodate events from 50 people right up to 4,000. And pigs aren't their only specialty. They have an extensive menu that can cater to many other tastes. For more information, you can give them a call at 1-519-925-6587.
Ain't quite like a roast suckling pig for dinner, is there?
Roasted pig, anybody? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Big barbecue favorite, I guess.
Some of my happy memories of the old pig roasting over an open spit, you know. All of us gathered around the fire.
Just brings you right back to your childhood.
Yeah,
yes. Well, and also a husband and wife
Celt.
team working together. That's a very special trick to pull off, because you see each other all through the day, and then you work at home, and some people love it. And
you bring that sort of talk about piggies
that pig talk
to bed.
home, you know, with you.
Not good.
Now, speaking of, well, couplings and husband and wives, you wanted to talk a little bit about your weekend. You were helping out your significant other.
Yeah, Maggie is moving to a new apartment next week, and I rashly volunteered to paint the place for her. So we went out and bought paint.
Yes.
And she picked a very interesting pink for the bedroom. And it looked great in the little sample. You know, sometimes a sample looks wonderful. You paint up 4 walls in a room. It's like, wow.
I know.
It's like Vegas.
Especially when it's a bright color. You have to be careful, you know, because
I went over there alone yesterday morning.
Yes.
I walked the dog, then left the dog at home, went over, undid the paint, painted this whole bedroom pink, and I thought, either she's going to love this or she's going to leave me. And she walked in, and she adored it. She adored it.
You're still in.
This is a hot, hot pink, and it looks sensational with a little white border. And I painted.
I like a lot of color like that. It won't, you know, they're
and I suggest she has a nice solarium there, and I suggested for that she put like Turkish cushions on the floor and Persian rugs, and drape the ceiling with sort of red fabric and make a Turkish Moroccan tent out of it.
Okay,
So you know what?
I'm thinking early bordello, but that sounds terrific,
You know what?
Robin.
I suggested this thing, and she said, "Oh, come on!" But she loved it, so we're going to do that. So it's going to be Arabian Nights in there.
You missed your calling.
I just have this. Yeah.
Now, speaking of calling, we have somebody to introduce you. Come on out here. Do I have a mic, Vern? Or?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, she's Mike. Great. Everybody, this is Heather Beaumont. Say hello to her. Hi, Heather.
Nice to meet you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Heather was my third wife.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you that. We thought we'd introduce them. No, I'm kidding.
No, actually, Heather is brand new to the Eye on Toronto staff. She has just been hired to be an associate producer, and it was difficult because we finally found someone who was in no way related or had never been married to Robin. We were thrilled. We have hired her immediately now, and you come to us with a wealth of experience. And what do you want to say? Is this your TV debut, by the way?
No, actually, I've been on television before, but this is my first time, of course, on Eye on Toronto.
You probably had your own series.
I did have a cable television show.
Perfect. That counts.
I've been a host.
Great.
Oh, wonderful. Good, because you can give me pointers. We've been dying for most of the show. Really, Heather, we need you.
So you're an associate producer on our show. Have you had an opportunity to see this show yet?
Of course.
Okay.
And of course. Thank goodness I'm here. We change everything.
We talk to some of our other producers, and they say, "I am what? What's the problem?"
Now, what are you looking forward to the most about this show? What do you think will be the most fun?
Oh, I just think it will be great talking to all the guests. I think it'll be a lot of fun, the variety of people that you have on the show.
Can I ask you, do you see an expanding role for me in the show? I'm just curious.
Could be possible.
Could be possible. You know, money exchanges hands. And one last question before we let you go, sweetheart. First of all, we want to welcome you, of course. And what are you thinking of Vern so far? Because, you know, I noticed that you're new and you're being polite, but just between us, no one's listening, really.
No, I don't do put-down jokes, sorry.
No put-down jokes. Okay, well, Vern, she's a welcome addition. Congratulations, Heather. We look forward to working with you. All right, Bonnie's up next, and we're talking stuffed mushroom caps when Eye on Toronto returns. Heather Beaumont.
One of a million cups. One of a kind cappuccino cup. Which one would you rather give on Christmas Day? Find it at the One of a Kind Canadian Craft Show, November 23rd to December 3rd, Automotive Building, Exhibition Place, Toronto.
People everywhere are walking, cycling, and running to Fitness Depot, Canada's largest chain of fitness equipment superstores.
We heard the prices were good here. We came down to check it out. They are good. Great. The person who took care of us had a lot of knowledge about the product.
Fitness Depot for expert advised brand names and guaranteed best prices. For Canada's largest selection of home exercise equipment, it's Fitness Depot, Canada's largest chain of fitness equipment superstores.
Welcome to Party Packagers. This year, they're bigger and better than ever. There's more toys, more stocking stuffers, more party supplies, and more amazing deals. What is about Party Packagers that keeps shoppers coming back year after year?
The selection's great and the deals are amazing.
I need to save money. That's why I shop here.
Don't wait. Come to Party Packagers, where you'll find even more amazing deals every day.
I love Party Packagers.
Hey, Bounce.
Yeah, Handel.
Hear about Discover Classical Music? 2 CDs with 140 minutes of music, a 60-page introduction to classical music, a guide to building a classical collection, plus discounts on your next 3 Naxos CDs, all for under $10, only from Naxos.
Am I on it?
You bet. With 34 other great composers, including Vivaldi, Mozart, Chopin, Tchaikovsky, only $9.99. Available at record stores everywhere.
One of a million pairs of underwear, one-of-a-kind underwear. Which pair would you rather get your hands on this Christmas? Find it at the One-of-a-Kind Canadian Craft Show, November 23rd to December 3rd, Automotive Building, Exhibition Place, Toronto.
If only everyone was this easy to please. The Rolling Stones, Stripped. The Rolling Stones, Stripped. Great music. That's what it's all about.
Cooking with Bonnie Stern is brought to you by Frigidaire, the look of better performance.
To stuff a mushroom cap or not to stuff a mushroom cap? That is the question that Bonnie is asking
Well,
today.
I've also heard that there's a book that is Life is Too Short to Stuff a Mushroom. You know,
That
but
is
it's really
probably
very
true,
easy.
but it's probably not as
very
time-consuming as
people
mythology
think.
would
It's true.
suggest.
And actually, just in the last couple of weeks, a lot of people have been phoning the school. I don't know why this happens, but to ask about if we have any recipes for stuffed mushrooms. So I thought, well, we'll do a recipe for stuffed mushroom
There's
caps.
nobody in the world that doesn't like stuffed mushrooms.
It's true,
And
isn't
when
it?
they
That's
go
good.
like hotcakes
It's
at
true,
any
they
kind
do.
of gathering.
Hotcakes, that's right. Hotcakes are good too,
Hotcakes
though.
go too.
Yeah.
You need syrup and a little messy. But these look delicious.
So when you get mushrooms, don't soak them to clean them, but just wipe them clean with a paper towel. And that'll get
Okay.
them clean
So you
and they
don't put
won't
them under
get
the running
water.
tap?
If you put them under the tap running, that's fine, but just make sure you get them out fast and that they're not soaking in a lot of water so that they aren't spongy.
Soggy. You don't want soggy mushroom
And also,
caps.
you should kind of wash them just before you're going to use them too, because otherwise they get kind of brown and not nice textured.
Yeah.
So then just take the stems out like this, and you can take these stems and chop them up and cook them in a little bit of butter with onions, and you can put them back in and stuff the mushrooms with that. You know, that would be
Waste
delicious
not,
too.
want not.
That's
Yeah,
right.
great.
Or you can use them in soups or stocks, and they're delicious like that
Use
too.
them in an
And so,
omelet
you
or
know,
whatever.
omelets would be very good because these mushroom stems just get in the way when you're stuffing the mushrooms, but they're a very good part of the mushrooms. There's no reason
Nothing
to
wrong with them.
discard them.
Absolutely.
You know. Okay, so you just sort of very gently kind of take them out like that. And that's, oops, wrong thing. Okay,
These
well,
are decapped here. I
that's
think
right,
most of them.
destemmed.
Okay. Destemmed.
Okay, so now into our filling, we've got a cup of breadcrumbs, and so you're going to mix while I put other things in. And I've got about a teaspoon of salt, and then we're going to put in a little bit of dried tarragon, because I really like tarragon with mushrooms. And we're going to put in some garlic, of course, because don't I always?
What
a couple
Bonnie Stern
of
recipe,
cloves of
including
garlic,
dessert,
but we've
does
got
not
to mix that
contain
in.
garlic.
I do not. I don't. You're asking me much too much. This is just terrible. 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese. And you can put other cheese. If you've got cheddar cheese that you want to use up, if you've got different kinds of cheese that you want to use up, you can. Lots of freshly ground black pepper, according to me. It depends how much you like black pepper.
I
You
happen
can
to like
adjust
black
it, do you?
pepper a lot.
Phew. Phew.
Whoa.
Okay, and a couple of tablespoons, 2 or 3 tablespoons of either melted butter or something like olive oil.
Okay.
Okay, so just mix this in so that the crumbs are all nicely moistened. Let's see if that's enough. That's good. It's getting there. Okay, a little bit more. Okay.
Great.
And then what we're going to do is put in some parsley. Okay. Okay. And of course, you can measure if you want to, and you can put in other herbs like basil is very good in the mushroom caps too. So now just spoon some in here and kind of pack it in. And you can do this with a spoon. Well, you know what? It's much faster if you
Yeah.
just go like this. You just decide you're going to get
Yeah,
your
just
hands
put it-
dirty, and you
yeah.
keep one hand clean so that if the phone rings or whatever, you know, you've got a nice clean hand.
Don't you have staff for
and the rest
that?
of it.
To answer the phone? And...
Well, not at home,
Oh, you don't have
unfortunately.
staff at
Yes,
home?
I mean, that's what's really nice about going to work and cooking, but, you know, sometimes when you're at home, you just don't have all those same, you know, I don't have all the equipment that I have at work. I don't have all
So you probably spend a
really...
lot more time at work than you do at home.
No, I love to cook at home, actually. It's more fun, though.
Do you ever sleep at work? Do you just go and have a little bed there? Do you so busy
But
there?
it's a good idea. No, but it is a good
Bonnie
idea.
Stern Cooking School is your life. It is.
No.
It's very successful.
No, my family's my life,
Your
really.
family's your life. I'm just
It is,
teasing.
it's
Here's the
true.
recipe for stuffed mushroom caps. I'm just joshing you. I know your family's your life, and you cook for your family and enjoy your wonderful cooking.
But it is nice to go to work once in a while.
I'm sure everyone needs to get out of the house once in a while.
That's
It's absolutely
right.
nice. Well, this is lovely. Can I sample one of these now?
I think so.
You have some ready here.
I think so,
And these have been baked, have they?
Oh, yes, so you put them in the oven at 400 degrees
Okay.
for about 10 or 15 minutes, and the mushrooms will cook, and the
Oh.
filling will get all delicious and taste nice.
They're
and
delicious.
Yes.
Wonderful to
Good.
serve with
Very
the hors d'oeuvres
fast.
at a party.
Very fast. So
They're
you can
lovely.
make them ahead and cook them at the last minute, or you can serve them at room temperature, too. You don't have to serve them hot, and they're still delicious.
They are wonderful. Thank you very much, Bonnie. Stuffed
you.
mushroom caps.
Easy.
Another revelation. And I could make this myself. Very, very simple. We're coming back with more after this.
Sun-dried tomatoes, you cook them sometimes. A little bit.
Cooking with Bonnie Stern has been brought to you by Frigidaire, the look of better performance.
If you're old enough to remember this car, then you deserve a break on your car insurance. So Otto and Associates have developed a plan for Ontario drivers age 50 and older. It could save you up to 20% compared with your present policy. If you're 50 and older and you'd like to cut your insurance costs, call this number now, 1-800-263-9683. That's 1-800-263-9683. The car? It's a 47 Studebaker. Well, you knew that, didn't you?
Go for a healthy decision. Crisp crunch.
You can't beat that. McCain Super Fries is where it's at.
Great tasting, crispy McCain Super Fries are prepared with 100% non-hydrogenated canola oil, so they contain just half a gram of saturated fat per serving.
More than that, they taste just great. So get the facts, they're on the pack.
McCain Super Fries, low in saturated fats for a healthy decision.
Now you can't beat that.
I see a lot of people that put up with scratch lenses, and a scratch lens means they're not seeing properly, and for me that's a real problem. LensCrafters' new Dura lens can help make that problem go away. This is steel wool on a typical scratch-resistant lens, and this is a Dura lens. No other plastic lens is more scratch-resistant than a Dura lens. Looks great. Only LensCrafters has them, and even these will be ready in about an hour. Dura lenses help me help people see better. I feel really good about that.
LensCrafters, helping people see better, 1 hour at a time.
Rock and Roll Heaven, the 50s and 60s live comedy concert now playing at the New Lacage Dinner Theater. It's a must-see show. It's like a wax museum with a pulse. Call 416-364-5200 to get your ticket to have fun.
When Marie Antoinette said, "Let them eat cake," did she mean McCain deep and delicious cake with a see-through dome that seals in the rich, moist flavor? So you can reseal it and put it back in the freezer until you just have to have another rich, moist piece. Try McCain Deep and Delicious Cake. With the resealable flavor-lock dome, you can let them eat cake again and again.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, as we know, children around the world have one thing in common. They all have wonderful hopes and dreams. Now, to commemorate the 50th anniversary of UNICEF, Barnabas and Annabelle Kindersley have written a terrific book called Children Just Like Me. And Wednesday's guest will take us into the homes of children from Cairo to Iqaluit. I've been to Iqaluit. Spent a wild weekend there once. It's an incredible place. Later in the week, our Born to Shop reporter, Evelyn Critt, will talk to an expert and get us tips on how to spend wisely at those wonderful, ubiquitous warehouse sales. It's going to be a great week, so come and join us here in the loft. The number for audience seating is 299-2259. Let's join Carla and play.
Yes, it is playtime. Thanks, Robin. Our next guest is here to unveil the hottest and most talked about games of the year. I can't wait. From Dufferin Game Room Store, please welcome Philip Adses. Hi, Philip Adses. Nice to have you here.
Nice to see you again. Welcome.
Now, you're like the big VP of operations.
Oh, the big VP, I think what that means is that I'm the least important person. Customers are always ahead of me.
I just figure anybody with a monopoly tie has got to know a thing or two about games.
Wacky guy. Yeah, this is, well, I can't believe how many games there are. These are all new, fairly new?
Most of these are new.
Yeah.
Dufferin Game Stores, as I was telling Carla, is a specialty retailer. So a lot of the games will be new to everybody. We're on the cutting edge of what's new being launched into the marketplace. So some of these are family standards that like Scrabble and Monopoly that you've seen around for years. And some of them are absolutely
Classics.
Brand new, and they're a lot of fun.
And they're only available at Dufferin Rooms. Now, you've kind of categorized this. We're going to start with something for the children.
Yes.
And this is called Ghostwriter.
This is taken off the popular children's TV show, and PBS Channel 17 runs that, but it's kind of interesting.
Carla and I watch PBS all the time.
Constantly. 24 hours a day.
Anyway, all they do is they look at this. It's great little card, and it has clues in it, and what the children do is they look at it and they try and find the clue. So they would take out their little picture off into a corner. They can actually write on the cards, and everything's erasable, and they have to solve the mysteries. Lots of fun
I like
for that age
that.
group. So that's
Robert Stack comes out in a trench coat.
Yes.
Perfect.
He comes with a game.
Unsolved mysteries.
Just for a rainy afternoon. Perfect.
Right. This is age 8 to 12, which is great. Then we move on to the teenagers. Everyone has a lot of trouble. What do the kids do? What do the teenagers do during the Christmas break?
We hate to
they're
think,
bored. We hate to think.
Very difficult to buy for.
More specifically, what would you like them to be doing, right?
Play a nice game like this.
Your mom and dad get you a sweater, but actually they want atmosphere.
This is Atmosphere is off the Nightmare series. It's really perfect and ideal for teenagers up to adults. It's a great game because it's interactive with the video. So what you do is you turn out all the lights in the room, light some candles, set up the board game, put the video on, and it'll scare the bejesus out of you, I tell you.
Okay, well, how many games can do that?
That's for sure. Are you Irish by any chance? How many Irish?
No, I just, we'll talk about sayings in a minute.
Play it by ear would be our next stop.
Play it by ear is a great new adult game. We do have a younger version of it, but it's been launched with this. It's a CD game. So actually put into your CD player, and it's sound clips. And it's sound clips of music, rock music, movies, videos, different sayings of characters talking. And what you have to do is you hear the sound clips. Often you've seen these games played on radios, is you have to guess what it is.
Right.
And you move your way
But
around
this
the board
won't
game.
scare the bee-you-know-what out of you.
Not at all, no.
That's good. Now, we can't wait to get to this next game because, Philip, you're telling me that this is one of the hottest, and it's called Gestures.
Oh, it's a great... at first, like Robin, I don't want you to misinterpret this right now, but I know that often you get stuck in rush hour traffic, and you think you would have an advantage over the rest of the family, but it's gestures, not gestures.
I see. Okay? I do have some gestures down pat.
Yes,
a series of pat gestures.
Trademarked, really.
All right.
They're primeval.
Gestures is a great game. It's really very simple. You throw the timer over, and you have to quickly, before the cards disappear, mime what's on that card so the audience or anyone else can guess what you're going to do before they disappear.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Fly?
Bee. Bugs.
A woman keeps...
Mosquito, for goodness sake! What do I have to do here?
Okay, give us another one.
Okay. Propose. Praying, kneeling.
Knees. Kneeling.
Kneel. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think Robin still thought he was in rush hour traffic when we heard mosquito, for gosh sakes. Okay, well, that was played so well. So those of you watching at home and playing along know exactly how to do that, I guess. This one is the one that I picked up before the show started, called Origins, and I like it because it has to do with words, and it's apparently the origin, as the title would suggest, of particular sayings or names.
How did things evolve? This is a brand new product that we're launching. New to Canada and new to us right now, and we're expecting to do very well with it. But it goes through different names, sayings, cliches, the type of things that drove you nuts over the years when your parents would always say something. I'll give you an example of one here. Many people wrongly believe this is a sacrilegious word that has originated from modern commercialism. This word, however, is in fact a derivative from the Greek exploros, which translated means Christ. What is the word?
Guess what it is, because I already know. What do you think?
I don't know.
It's not mosquito.
Jesus?
Starts with an X.
It's Xmas.
Xmas.
And it's true, you do think of that. I never liked when someone used that.
A lot of people think that it's insulting to see Xmas as an abbreviation.
Yes.
And
but in fact, there's a derivation for that.
Actually, it's the real word itself, correct?
Interesting.
So that's a good
now,
one.
keeping with this theme, you'll never believe what this is. This is an 8,000 piece.
Whoa.
Yes.
This is a puzzle of the Sistine Chapel. And, you know, there's always that really bad blonde joke that everybody tells me. Why was the blonde happy she completed the puzzle within 6 months? Because on the box it said from 2 to 4 years. Well, I don't think we're kidding. I think it would take from 2 to 4 years for this one.
This puzzle will absolutely raise your IQ then, because it is 5 feet by 8 feet, 8 feet long. So if you can imagine the size of the puzzle.
So if you're in a small apartment, maybe not.
But all those tiny little nude figures, all of which have the same skin tone, you'd go mad doing this.
I think you might need a magnifying glass at points.
Yeah, it'd be a great pastime for Robin.
Yes.
Now, you had something else that we had. Was it visionary? And Vern said we could. Okay, we've only got 30 seconds. Vern said we didn't have the camera facilities for this, but
visionary is it's a visual game. What you do is there's a trivia again. You hold up a card. People get to look at a picture. It has cards that relate to the different age groups, so the whole family can play. So it's a super Christmas gift. And what it allows you to do is look at the picture and guess what the picture is. If you guess correctly at the picture you're seeing, identifying what it is, you then go to a risk or bonus round. And the bonus round, you're going to cough up all your points, or you're going to get triple your points for getting the risk question, and you answer it related to the picture, and away you go.
Our audience loves it because they're all into gambling.
Great game, great game.
And we leave us, we're out of time, but this is the Dufferin 8-ball, and that's QT.
Well, these are absolutely gifts to you. So, to Robin, this is Duffy the 8-ball.
Oh, thank you.
From Dufferin Games stores. And to Carla, this is QT, as in QT from Dufferin
We get it, Philip, you crazy nuts. Philip Ansatz, everybody, Dufferin Game Room. And as Philip mentioned, because these are on the cutting edge, many of these games that you saw today on our program are only available at the Dufferin Game Room.
Hi, cutie. What's happening?
Get lost. A variety of fashionable events have been happening around TO. Alicia takes us to them on By Design.
Joico of Canada hosted its 7th annual Hair Fantasy competition. 20 teams of stylists unveiled their creations inside the Phoenix Concert Theatre. The looks provided the audience with an unusual evening of entertainment. Stephen Sampson from the Jason Kern Salon won first prize with his vision of Jessica Rabbit. Proceeds from this year's event will benefit the Princess Margaret Hospital Breast Cancer Center. At Holt Run for One Bloor, Hilary Weston signed copies of her new book, co-authored by Nicole Eaton, At Home in Canada. The book takes you across the country and inside the homes of well-known Canadians. A new line of skincare products and sea treatments infused with minerals extracted from the legendary Dead Sea is now available in Canada. Mary Cumming is the president of Total Link.
We actually go into the Dead Sea. We don't personally go in, but our supplier goes into the Dead Sea, mines the Dead Sea, extracts the minerals from the water, and they are shipped here, and we add them to our product here in Canada. The minerals that are in the black mud and the minerals that are in the minerals actually found in the water rejuvenate your skin. The magnesium in particular in the water rejuvenates your skin. The bromine content of the water is said to relax the nervous system, which is one of the reasons why we bring over pure Dead Sea salts and use them as bath crystals, and they are a wonderful spa for the home.
The line includes products for both women and men. Total Link has created a light but long-lasting fragranced aftershave for Canadian menswear designer Marlon Rivera. The aftershave balm is said to soothe and moisturize even the most sensitive skin. For more information, call 1-800-732-8544.
You have that much makeup stashed in the couch. I'm not kidding.
Ooh, on fire, touche. Get him, audience. Go get him. I was just about to make a comment about your sensitive skin, but I was wrong.
You changed your mind, huh?
Mr. Adjuster is a champion.
Mosquito, it's really simple. Right, Vern? Vern got it.
Absolutely, right off the top.
We almost said Vern because he's also a bug, you know, but we weren't sure where to go on that.
Yeah.
But,
Now,
well,
sorry to interrupt.
No,
you know,
go ahead.
we got a phone call from somebody, from a viewer saying that we pick on Vern too much.
Oh, did we really?
Yes, Vern's mother called and said,
we apologize.
Leave
Sorry,
my boy alone.
Mrs.
So
Vern.
Vern, we're going to be nicer to you in future. Now get out of my eye line.
You're in our sun. Well, that's it for a Monday show. It was a pretty darn good Monday, wasn't it? Yeah, it was fun. On Tuesday's show, ho, ho, hold on to your hats. I wrote that. The Santa Claus screenwriters are coming to town. Leo Benvenuti and Steve Rudnick slide down the chimney and chat about writing Disney's smash hit, The Santa Claus, now available on video.
Great. And do you know where to get the juiciest steak in the city? We'll catch up with our good friend Karen Von Hahn when she drops by to discuss her best and worst list.
And Bonnie Stern stops by to whip up some of her best recipes, plus news you can't use. So join us tomorrow. Have a great day. Take care, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Makeup in the couch. Tell them my secrets.
Camilla Scott, and I'm looking for guests for my new talk show. Is your boyfriend or girlfriend still acting like they're single? Are they still hanging out with their buddies or even cheating on you? Want to set them straight on the show? Call us at 416-299-2420.